Hey y'all, it's Chaos here. This video originally was actually very different. I originally did this as a sort of, I guess for the lack of a better word, live commentary style. But then after everything had saved, not only did I have some camera issues towards the beginning where the autofocus just would not focus on the cards like at all, but I ended up having some audio stuff where my voice was really quiet, and the only way that I could fix it was to, of course, turn the audio way up. But in doing so, that also made it so you could hear my air conditioner that was running in the background. And at the time, I also was still a little bit sick. You can kind of hear it in my voice a little bit. I still sound a little bit stuffy. I don't feel very stuffy though, but I definitely sound it. Anyway, I have not sat down and made a proper video or anything in quite a long time. I do apologize for that. I was long distance for work for quite a while last year. With the job that I'm at work, with the job that I do at time of recording, I change locations about once a month or so, and for just shy of 9 total months of the year 2025, I was sent outside of the Tokyo area and was living out of either hotels or temporary apartments, depending on what the employers were able to find for me. Really quickly as well, the background footage that I have here, actually I put out a poll quite a while ago asking if there was any other stuff you guys would like to see me do here on the channel, and out of the handful of responses that I got, it seemed like trading card stuff was one of the more popular options. So I had gone to a card shop at the time of recording the original video. It was almost a month ago now, and I had found these Nikke trading cards, as well as I also got my hands on a bit of Hololive cards, and then there was a couple of I guess I'll just call them gacha packs. And I opened up all of those on here, and you can probably tell that the video is a bit sped up. It took me quite a while to get some stuff working properly, and I admittedly was taking my time quite a bit while I was ranting about, quite frankly, a lot of nonsense. I do apologize for that. So in order to help still try to show everything that I originally had, but try to salvage the video after my technical issues, I sped it up in editing. I didn't speed it up too ridiculously to the point where it like makes the video like really hard to watch. Like you can still see like all the cards that I get and whatnot, but yeah, I definitely had to speed things up in the edit, because without any editing, I had just shy of an hour of footage. But I guess that can kind of segue into my next point. I do want to try to get back into semi-regular uploads and posting and whatnot. As far as what all that's going to entail, I'm kind of still trying to figure that out. Like, I do have a few ideas, but of course, like, I have to make 100% sure that I have, like, the time for everything, and that, like, I can afford certain things, like, because I have some travel stuff that I would love to do, but of course, travel costs money. And the other thing as well is that I would love to upgrade my computer. I am working with a nearly 12-year-old laptop that I have been meaning to replace for quite some time, but have not been able to afford for quite a while. Still kind of can't really. Well, technically I could, but I'm also trying to get my hands on a bigger apartment. My current apartment is fine. Like, I'm able to keep I have a roof over my head and food in my stomach and whatnot, but wouldn't mind a little bit more space, just for myself, if nothing else. So I'm going to kind of prioritize that. I do want to upgrade to a new computer at some point. I also wouldn't mind getting my hands on... I originally was looking at a Steam Deck, but a lot of the games that I consistently play are not compatible with the Steam Deck. So I was actually looking at an ROG Ally, but of course, those cost money too, even the used ones. So, unfortunately, I'm probably not really going to get to play, too many, new games. A lot of stuff that I post will probably be, older stuff. I also probably will not be able to stream as much as I would like to. There is a part of me that would like to give that another try. But of course, if I want to do some of that stuff, my tech specs need to get upgraded a bit. I could try to do console, but of course I have my Nintendo Switch that I genuinely can't remember the last time I played a game on, and getting a Nintendo Switch 2 is actually a little bit of a pain for me, because if I want a multilingual system, I either have to import it from the US or buy it off of Nintendo's website directly, which can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. So yeah, unfortunately, as much as I would say I want to get back into somewhat regular posting, that is unfortunately going to be easier said than done. I'm kind of trying to figure things out, but of course at the same time I need to keep roof over my head, food in my stomach, bills paid, all that. So those are going to have a bit more priority. Now that said, I've said it a million times and I'll continue to say it, but if I get to a point where I'm able to attempt turning this whole YouTube gig into even a side kind of job, I will take that opportunity. I'm not going to bet a lot of money. I'm actually not going to bet at all that I would be able to get to that point unless I put in some serious time, effort, and commitment. Those three things I don't necessarily have in great abundance at the moment. I'm quite busy with other things, especially because actually I have been in Japan for just shy of 10 years, and during this year, 2026, I will reach the 10-year residency mark, which will also mean I will be able to apply for permanent residency if I so choose. At the moment, I intend to. I don't really plan on moving back to the US anytime soon. I will admit, I do occasionally look at apartments and all that kind of stuff back in the States, more so just as a contingency. I don't really plan on going back anytime soon, as far as long term, but you never know. Sometimes a backup plan might not be a bad idea to have. If I were to go back to the States, I probably would go back to Michigan, where I grew up. But that's not really the whole point of the video. The whole point of the video is, hey, I'm back! And letting you guys know about that. And then I do want to try to be a little bit, like I said, I want to be more regular about trying to upload stuff. As far as what that's going to be, not 100% sure, still kind of trying to figure that out. A lot of it is going to be dependent on my work schedule and whatnot, and how busy or not busy I am during the week, and how exhausted or not exhausted I am by the end of the week. Typically, by the end of the week, I'm usually pretty darn tired, to the point where, because I have to be up during the week, I have to be up by between 7 and 8, depending on how bad the commute is that month. But then, I don't get home until 9:30, not between 9 and 10 o'clock at night. So I don't exactly have a ton of time during the week. And I'm so exhausted by the end of the week that Saturday, I tend to sleep quite a bit. Most Saturdays I'm not usually up until at least probably like noon. Unless I have trash to take out, then I'll set an alarm and get myself up to at least go get the trash out. But then I'll come back inside and then just crawl back in bed. Admittedly, it's probably going to be a lot of maybe not necessarily video game stuff as far as like, well, because admittedly one of my original plans was that I wanted to do some like, I guess, let's play type stuff. I would love to do multiplayer stuff like funny moments and that kind of stuff, but the vast majority of my gaming buddies, either we live half a world apart, so the time difference is just crazy, or for the ones where the time difference isn't that crazy, we all have such vastly different work schedules that it's very difficult to get anybody together. Which kind of sucks, because there's a lot of games that I would love to play, but they either outright require you to have friends to play it with, or the solo experience is so ultimately lacking that there's really no point in trying to do it yourself. Which kind of sucks, but as far as what I'm going to do here, admittedly, it's probably going to be a lot of like dumb, memey, well, shit posts. I'm just going to call them what they are. That's admittedly probably going to be what I'm going to do. It's going to be probably more like short, easy to edit, put together kind of stuff, because it's what I'm going to have, frankly, it's what I'm going to have time for. I would love to do some other stuff, but again, it's going to depend on my own schedule, how tired I am, and what all I can or cannot do. Excuse me. As far as other stuff, I do have some trading card stuff that I'm going to be doing within the next probably week to two. I have two other card videos that I have. One of them I've already finished recording, and I still need to edit. The other one I have not recorded yet, because at the time of recording this little voiceover replacement for the original video that I had here a couple weeks ago, the cards that I was going to open for that video actually just got here this morning. So I might record that tonight and then edit it over the weekend, but we'll see. As far as other stuff, I do have a couple of ideas for some other stuff. I was actually looking into some model building kind of stuff, both as far as the like Gundam models that I mentioned in the previous poll, but I also found a bunch of these really neat they're like scale models of Japanese castles, and they're actually surprisingly affordable. Like I found one where it was I forget the exact scale difference, but the finished model would have been about the size of my laptop, and they were only charging like $20 for it. So I might do some model building sort of stuff as well. I have thought about doing that, and I think that could be kind of neat. That would admittedly probably be after I move into a new apartment, though, so I actually have somewhere to store the finished models, because at the moment I would have nowhere to put them. Like, at least with the trading cards, I don't necessarily need a ton of space, but for if I start doing model stuff, I will definitely need somewhere to put that. If I do start doing that, though, I might actually try to stream putting the models together. That could be kind of neat. And then once I eventually get my tech a little more up to date, I do want to try. I have a list of games that I've been meaning to like catch up on. I've been thinking about maybe for like a few hours over the weekends, maybe I can like chip away at some of those games, like with you guys, and just kind of hang out and have a nice time. So unfortunately, ultimately, we shall see. I don't want to like go promising anything right now because there's no guarantee, and I don't want to like promise one thing and then like in another month have to be like, oh hey, sorry, that thing I promised that I was going to do, I can't actually do it, because I would feel like a dishonest, lying POS. So I'm not going to go promising anything specific, but you should know that I have ideas in the works as far as what's going to happen from those ideas. I don't really know right this second. That's something that unfortunately we will have to find out together. So hopefully you stick around. We can maybe have some fun together. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. As far as the rest of this, to be honest, I kind of hit all of my major talking points that I had, but in the original video that I had, I rambled for quite a while about a lot of unrelated garbage, and I apologize for that. But that's also where I guess it's arguably a blessing in disguise that the original audio screwed up, because I'm able to do this voiceover and make it not anywhere near as egregious. I do still apologize for that, though. That's I should have tested it a little more thoroughly before I actually sat down and tried to record anything. So that's just something I'll have to keep in mind going forward. But I guess that's going to be it for now. So I guess enjoy the rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever it is for you, wherever you are out there in the big wide world. And I will see you next time. Catch you later.